wasn't any specifics, but I think it was a post or something. Somebody from Blizzard put like, "Oh, you think it's over, but it's not," or something like that.
Yeah,
kind
see,
kind of
it would
jokingly dropping a hint.
it would just be cool to have extra stuff because, like I said, the base game, the rune words, the how you farm for gear, it's great. It just needs a little bit more.
Yeah, it needs to not be ignored. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. I got about an
So what?
hour and a half before we're gonna take the wife to get her haircut and run to the hardware store.
Exciting.
Hey, what happened to my? I had a max level sorceress, and now I don't have a max level sorcerer.
That's weird.
I guess I'll hop back on the barb. I've been trying to just mess around with my own thing, not looking at guides, and try to pump as much into thorns damage on the barb. So I just kind of run around and it will take a shitload of damage just by hitting me. I'm gonna mute the mic, she's vacuuming. So the property next to us, fucking talking and realized I didn't unmute myself. The guy that owns it started clearing it out a couple weeks ago, and wife and I aren't too thrilled because it was pretty private back here, especially in the backyard and the pool. Like nobody could really see in the backyard. Now they got rid of a bunch of the brush that was on towards the back side of the other property, so you couldn't see in the backyard. Pretty easy now if you're over there. And he's got a there's like a clearing in the woods on the back side of the property. He's got like a weird fucking tarp roof sitting there, like that he bungee corded to trees, and it's got like small solar lights and shit, and like a chair, like he just kind of hangs out back there. It's kind of odd. My dogs wrestle on the chair. Kind of odd, but at the same time, like the wife was getting really upset about it. I was like, to be honest, when I was younger, found a nice fucking quiet, peaceful spot like that, kind of where I would want to hang out, especially if life at home or something was fucking shit. So, trying to... I'm just gonna put some privacy plants up eventually and get a little nicer. We just had a treasure goblin spawn and it dropped in treasure bag. Chest armor. It's hoping to be another mount or some shit like that. I need armor that gives my whirlwind. Give me endless rage and let whirlwind randomly cast rend, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, they have that in Diablo 3, right?
Yeah, you can just keep...
With that when you're whirlwinding or whatever.
Yeah. These fucking dogs. This is life. How's Sam doing? Uh-oh. Listen, I'm not up on everybody's current affairs like other people, so apologize in advance.
No, you're good. I don't want to get into the whole thing, but I think she has really bad mental problems. I know that sounds like without knowing context or anything, but like she makes decisions and does things that just don't make any sense.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there's rational spur of the moment stuff kind of things.
Yeah, well, that and like All right, so I'll just lay out the situation. So she was fun, right?
Always is. I mean, the chick I was with that was cheating on me for a while. She was she was telling me she was house sitting for somebody that was going on vacation that had animals and shit, and then they were actually staying a little longer. The whole time she was over dude's house.
Yeah. See, if it doesn't make sense, it probably doesn't, and I know it doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
but ever since I was a kid, I watched a lot of people in my family get divorced. I watched mom and dad get divorced, and I just watched how easy it is for people just to
Life amongst the fallen.
say fuck it and walk away over fucking not getting a hot meal at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
silly
Very,
fucking thing.
very minimal things that shouldn't have been.
A reason to walk
Yeah.
away. So I was always, I still am. I don't want to give up on something unless, like, if I know she's cheating, then yeah, I'm fucking done. But anything else, like, you could work through a lot if both people are just fucking trying. So it's tough for me to throw in the towel when
There you go.
I feel like I just don't know exactly what's happening, you know? But again, I know I'm being naive about it.
It makes sense. I understand. I mean, I want up going back to her because I'm fucking super weak moments and shit. But if I can try to give people the benefit of the doubt till they, especially till they show you repeatedly, that's when it hurts the most.
Yeah,
Well, it did.
and you know I've been with her
Came about
since
nicely.
2011ish. Been with her for a long time.
Yeah.
It's I moved from California I left everything in California to move to Texas, right? Like I still don't fucking know anybody. Like it's tough to just give up on something when that's all I have here, you know?
Yeah. You're so invested, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was my issue down here because I wound up I was actually became friends with or really good friends with her mom, and that little family was pretty much all I had here. No family or anything. I packed my shit up and drove down to Florida on my own just to get away from where I was living in PA, and
Have you no tribe?
yeah,
Of battle carry me further and faster than any tribe.
it's
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know.
Interesting.
She swears up and down that that's where she is, and I'm like, so there's other minor details that doesn't. The reason, the reason why she says she's doing this is because she's been working 2 jobs because she has a car payment that is $800 plus insurance, which is like $250. So she needed a second job.
yeah, she's helping. What kind of car did she get? Jesus.
Malibu. Super. I don't know. She didn't really look around. She just kind of silly, but so she's been working 2 jobs and she just no days off. And when she brought this idea, but I understood, right? Like, yeah, you're killing yourself working 2 jobs, and so her idea was to take out a loan from her 401k to pay off her car. But in her words, she said that she needed to go on a leave of absence in order to take it out from her job. But whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I do some research for myself and
Yeah,
read that
that's, no.
you could only take out a 401k if you quit your job. And she swears she didn't quit, but again, from what I've read, that's the only way to take it out.
Well, I mean, depending you should be able to. It's just heavily impacted. Like you wind up losing a lot when you pull from your 401k, depending on what it is. Like the wife pulled from hers, but she had it when she worked at Starbucks, which she doesn't work there anymore. So that may be valid, but I know like she was able to pull out of her 401k to get used towards our down payment on the house because it's considered an investment, so you don't get heavily taxed from it. But
Yeah,
as
so-
far as that stuff, just to pay you off a car or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I don't know. Alright, the reasons that I've read that are acceptable doesn't really fall into that.
Yeah, paying off a car isn't something that's I think they care about.
Yeah. So I don't know. Here's the process in my mind, right? Like, I don't know if she took out a 401k just to leave and move somewhere. But why would you do that and not tell me and be honest about it? Like, why would you just...
If that was her if it is her intentions. My guess is because she is too kind of like too scared about the confrontation. So she just kind of wants to get it done, or there's an outside influence.
Yeah.
Somebody else telling her how to handle situations. And that it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, another dude that she's with. It could be just super fucking toxic female friends.
Right. And she is very influential on. She'll have different friends, and her personality changes around
Yeah.
which friends she's hanging around. So she's very like she could be influenced for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I don't know if you know, but I live with a buddy of mine named Trey and his girlfriend. We're all roommates, and
Yeah,
she's
you've been there for a while though, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
you moving.
We all share the bills, and I told Sam that she doesn't have to pay the bills here while she's gone, but that gives every right for the other two roommates to, when she does come back in quote unquote 3 months, that gives every right for them to be like, well, we don't want her back, right? Because you're not paying rent, so you don't really have a. I said if you pay just rent, right, you're still locked in and you can come back whenever you want. I'm like, I'm just letting you know that that's how the other roommates will feel, right? Just because you go on vacation doesn't mean you stop paying rent.
Yeah.
Um,
It's still your place of residence.
yeah. So she wasn't gonna pay at first, but then when I said that to her, she gave me money for rent for this month already. So that in the back of my head is registering too. Why would you do that if you're just leaving?
Yeah.
I don't know. None of it makes sense, bro. Like none of it. I'm just so confused on what's going on. She could just be fucking crazy and having a mental breakdown and literally just going to a girlfriend's house too. I don't know. I would
Yeah.
hate to make a rash decision. But regardless, even if that's what's happening, she still didn't do it the right way.
No. But I mean, it's not to defend her to the hilt or anything. Or, you know, obviously you and I have been. I'd say, you know, we know each other's histories and shit. We've been fairly close for a while, but it could be just, you know, there are people that are incapable of. It's that fight or flight they get, and it turns into panic and run.
Oh, 100%. And it's funny you bring that up because it's really her mom does the same thing with her stepdad. Like her mom will clear out her bank account and leave for a week or two and come back like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And the frustrating thing is that Sam uses that as a fucking excuse. Every time she does something stupid or rash or something, she'll be like, "Well, I learned it from my mom."
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
The justifications.
yeah, I'm like, bro, I grew up with a druggy mom, an abusive dad. I am nothing like those people because I choose not to be. I said, you can't keep using that as an excuse. You have to do better and be better.
Yeah. I mean, my
I understand it's tough and like I'll work with you on it, but you can't just do shit like this.
yeah. I mean, my mom was she was a saint, but the there's a lot of stuff where she like she used to the amount of mornings I spent. I'm pretty good at pool, at playing pool, because a lot of mornings were spent at the bar that her friend owned. So she'd be there at the bar and she'd have a whole crap load of quarters for me to go play. You know, stuff like that. And I literally grew up around people that not so much heard about people that their main intake was alcohol and
Yeah.
beer. Like I saw my neighbor's buddy keeled over on his porch. I heard a noise and I walked outside and he's on his front porch puking up blood. And then he just keeled over and he was dead by the time the paramedics got there.
That's crazy.
But it's like I've tried drinking. I don't care to drink. Not something that interests me at all. You know, I'd rather in a cigar. But like there's so many people that it's frustrating just how many people will have like a toxic environment that they know is toxic and bad, but they use it as an excuse to also be toxic and bad.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And I understand people could slip into that because that's what they've known all their life, but to use that excuse to make it to justify it is insane.
Yeah, to hurt others and then
Be like,
dogs.
eh,
So yeah,
oh well.
there's no remorse or they have absolutely no issues justifying their toxic actions towards other people just because, well, I mean, this is what I'm used to, this is what I grew up with. It's like, well, you know what's fucking wrong.
Exactly. You do know what wrong and right is, and you do know what you're doing is wrong. You're just saying fuck it.
Yeah, because you like doing it, so you're always gonna do it. That's the when I caught the ex cheating, and she was, you know, trying to cry and be all upset about it, and you know, play the victim. I was like, this is all 100% you. You are the one that chose this path and did this. There's nobody else to blame but you. Like, I've been here the whole time trying to go to school and fucking help out as much as I can, and you're just with this other dude, so. Even her brother-in-law at the time, she was trying to, like, yell at me and something, and he stepped in, he was like, you're a whore, you need to shut up. Yeah, once she realized the entire household, her family was against her because they liked me so much, that's when she literally fucking cleared her shit out and moved in with dude.
Something else, man.
I mean, you know, the wife, her moms are fucking toxic and disgusting, but she's very much so, you know, there's not a fiber of her being that can even stomach treating anybody like they've done, so.
Yeah. That's how I think that's part of my problem right now is I can't fathom even somebody I don't like. I would still never treat somebody this way, and it's kind of fucking me up in the head a little bit because I can't fathom doing this to anybody, let alone someone I've spent
fucking made a commitment to.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm okay with being done. I just need to find out what the fuck is actually happening.
Yeah. Just need answers.
Yeah. Because it's like I'm in this limbo and I'm just chilling, like
Just waiting for the patch to drop.
pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. It's very strange because it came out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck?
I just realized I don't recall seeing anything from her lately on, because I would see her random posts on Facebook about, you know, the babies and shit that friends and her family would have that she'd be with. But I don't actually recall anything popping up. I don't know if she's still on Facebook or not.
Well, and so that's the other thing too. Like, right? She does post stuff on Facebook all the time. I'm like, dude, you're in wherever you are, Philly, whatever. Like, you've never been there before. There's no pictures. Like,
Yeah, you're being super quiet about what should have been an exciting trip.
exactly. Like I said, I know I'm being naive about it. Uh, I just wish she would be an adult and just be like, yeah, I'm done, or whatever.
Yeah, be upfront, forthcoming with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I only talk to her in game and shit like that, so there's not much to go on. Discord shit, but it's one of those. The biggest thing I could possibly see is, if she does have very strong feelings about being faithful and shit like that, it could just be some fucking toxic ass girlfriend or a group of girlfriends that, especially fucking those gym feminists and shit like that.
Right. And she has gone on trips with her bariatric girls before. They've actually, like, 9 of them came to Texas once, and they went out to eat, and she went on vacation like maybe a year and a half ago with them. So it wouldn't be out of the picture of her being there with one of them, but again, I can't process of why you would lie about it.
Yeah, if it's known that you hang out with them, there's no reason to. Yeah. Like there's a girl at work. I can't wait until she moves to fucking California. She's one of those elitists that are the fucking, they give feminists a bad name. Like, you don't have to be talking about anything. So pretty much what the tipping point for me, why I don't give her the time of day. She fucking thinks very highly of herself and talks about going to the gym and all that shit, and her dieting and all that stuff, even though there's really nothing that shows that she's anywhere near as good at what she says she is. Like, wow, your results are not speaking for themselves type thing. But, so she was in the break room the one day, and this other girl came in, was talking to her about dieting and stuff, and like, she wants to lose weight and do this and that, and she's like, if your body's craving a can of Snickers, don't eat the Snickers, it's stupid, you don't need the sugar. I was like, technically, it's not so much the sugar that it's craving, it could be another enzyme or protein or some ingredient in there that makes it up that your body's craving, and that's where your body knows it's from. That's why specific cravings for odd food is because there's something your body wants that it's lacking, and it correlates it with that specific food group.
Right.
And she's like, please tell me about my female body. Tell me about it. Like, going off the fucking handle, super loud. I wound up walking out. I was like, honestly, I probably have to tell you about your female body because you're a fucking idiot. And then I walked out of there, and yeah, she hasn't fucking said a word to me since. But when I have 2 or 3 other girls coming to me saying, I can't believe she acted like that, because that was totally uncalled for, I was like, yeah, you get used to it. Nobody sticks up for anybody anymore, so here I am. I'm gonna call her out myself.
Yep.
But yeah, it was, she's one of those, like, she would absolutely, if she only heard one side of a story, or, put things together herself for somebody else's relationship, she would definitely be one to try to fucking talk a girl into leaving her dude. Even if it's completely fucking innocent what happened. And
There's a lot of scumbag people out there, for sure.
yeah, even though she was sleeping with another server, we have Alessio, this Italian that I'm friends with, but around the time her and her husband were going to couples therapy. So that's the kind of person she is.
Yeah. Feels like one second.
Oh, I hate this cough.
Baby, what time do you want to leave for my haircut?
When is it again? We can leave in probably around 1:30. This is right up the road.
Sanctuary's a little safer.
Julio. Alright, let me sell this shit. Actually, gotta get. Oh, I'm at 25. That's not bad. Ugh. Alright, you two better calm the fuck down because you're not fighting on me. Cats. Fucking cats. Stop screaming at me and let me pet you. Alright, I need to do I need to make a list Um, 50 amp circuit breaker.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll go back. 50 amp breaker. Need to get a 50 amp circuit. I just bought a, well, wife and I just bought a generator yesterday. I gotta get some shit to wire it into the house.
Nice.
So this way, when hurricane season hits, we'll be good to go. It says it wants me to do it 20 feet away from the house. That sounds stupid. Oh, it's probably just the exhaust. I'm not worried about that. Eight-gallon fuel. What kind of oil? Engine oil. .16 quarts of 10W30 oil. What about battery? Battery type. Revolt battery. Okay. 772.51. It's regular unleaded, 87 and up. There's the battery, that's good. This is circular. Volt. 9 amp hour. Lead acid only. So it's a small battery. Oh, is this to high altitude operation? I don't need that shit. Barely above sea level. Oh, it does a pull start? Nice.
It's good to belong somewhere.
Oh, that's so nice. It's got the full exploded view on the back, so I can take it all apart. Cool, so picture that shit. Alright, that'll be easy enough. Alright, I'm going to hop off and get ready to take her to get her hair cut and run to the hardware store.
All right, man.
I'll, yeah. You know, if you ever need a vent, I'm here.
Yeah, I know. I just, it's hard to. Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable. You know, some of the shit I've been through, so.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be